Hi everyone, today I'm talking all about gemstone rings and how I like to style them. My love of gemstone rings actually came from Lisa Eldridge and her ring collection. She's a makeup artist, she loves color. I love color, I used to be a makeup artist, so I was really interested in what she was wearing and how she wasn't afraid to use big, bold pieces and wear them on her hand to reflect her personality. But unfortunately, those rings are out of my price range. So I naturally gravitated towards alternatives to them that were a little bit more moderately priced. Some are smaller and daintier, some are bigger statement pieces, and I love to mix and match them. I want to go through my collection and just show you what I have, then I'll get into the styling and the stacking. Let's start with my Monica Vinader rings. This one is my favorite actually. This is from the Siren collection and it's 18 karat gold vermeil on recycled sterling silver and it has a green onyx in the middle. I really love the color of this ring. It is so versatile, more versatile than I thought it would be. Green tends to go with a lot of other rings and colors in my jewelry collection, so I pair this a lot with other pieces. But the thing that I love about the Siren collection from Monica Vinader is the organic quality and the shape of her rings. It's slightly hammered on the band and it's an imperfect circle on the outside, which gives it that organic quality. Another thing I like is that it sits very close to the finger, which is something that I was looking for after finding the Lisa Eldridge rings. You know, I really like how they sit very, very low on the finger. So these were a nice alternative for me. Also, they're not quite as big as a lot of the Lisa Eldridge rings. I love a big ring, but I felt like this was a good stepping stone into having more statement jewelry. All my Monica Vinader rings are from the Siren collection. This one is a pink quartz. And I thought I would actually like this ring more. I thought it would be more transparent. It actually has a permanent dye in the stone, which makes it a bit opaque. It's very pretty, but I wanted it to be a little bit more clear when you look into a ring and you can kind of see all of the colors of the stone. But it's still very beautiful, and again, it has that organic quality. I pair it a lot with the green onyx ring because I love that red and green together. Of course, that's a beautiful combination, especially for wintertime, and if you want to have more of a cocktail style stack on your fingers, that's really pretty for, say, like a holiday party or something like that in December. Yeah, that's my pink quartz ring. And then this is a very interesting stone. This is my Labradorite. And if you don't know much about or haven't heard about Labradorites, they have several different colors in them. So if you put them up against the light, they can look a bit more brown. They have speckles in them, and mine tends to look more blue. So I really love this piece just for the stone and its versatility. Speaking of organic looking pieces, I tend to go for hammered rings. I like that look a lot because I like to pair them with more perfect circles and perfectly shaped stones and settings. So these are an Etsy find, and actually everything else in this video is going to be from Etsy. I didn't realize that I get a lot of jewelry there. I tend to go for Etsy sellers because you can communicate with them very easily. Also, I ask a lot of questions about where stones come from and really press the sellers on how ethical their jewelry is. Something else I find is that Etsy sellers tend to have more reasonable prices, not cheaper prices, but reasonable prices for what you're getting. I can go and see certain Instagram brands and they are charging $200 plus for something that is gold plated. And that to me is is just insane to pay $200+ for something that is gold plated. So I tend to go for gold filled or gold vermeil because they're in between. They last a long time, and all of the pieces I'm showing you today are of really great quality. They don't turn your fingers green, and they've lasted through my process of washing my hands, doing work, and just not babying my rings. These are very special to me because they're birthstone rings. These are the birthstones of myself, my mom, my sister, and my aunt. They're Swarovski crystals, and they are set in rose gold filled setting. And as you can see, they're hammered. They look also very organic, and the crystals are very shiny and really beautiful. They're very reasonably priced and perfect for stacking. When I feel a bit down, I put this stack on and I look at it, and it really gives me comfort because it's a representation of my family. Now these three, they look a bit similar to the ones I just showed you, but they are actual gemstones and not crystals. And the bands are not hammered. They're perfectly shaped circles. They're much more minimalistic. And these are 14 karat gold fill. I have a yellow topaz, a peridot, and a pink tourmaline. And these are really nice for stacking and combining with my Monica Vinader rings and also my other Swarovski crystal gemstones. And moving on to my latest investment, my baby. This is my amethyst ring set in 14 karat gold. This was definitely more expensive than the rest of the jewelry I have been showing in this video. It is a cushion cut amethyst, and I love looking down at the color and just seeing this bright splash of purple. I'm not really into purple too much. I tend to actually just not go toward purple at all, but this for some reason really got me, and I don't know if it's the cut of it, the fact that it is pretty shiny, but it's a ring I will keep forever. This does sit pretty high on the hand, on the finger, so it's not like my Monica Vinader rings. Something I tend to do with this one is put a Monica Vinader ring alongside it. The Monica Vinader ring will sit lower and kind of snuggle underneath the amethyst. And they're also very different. The amethyst, again, is cut in this perfect cushion shape, and then it has the more organic Monica Vinader green onyx stone underneath. So I love the contrast of that, and I also love the color combination. I think it's beautiful, especially for springtime. And last but certainly not least, if you watch my videos, you may have seen this ring in every single one of them. This is what I like to call my rainbow ring. These types of rings, these eternity rings with the pave stones all around, are widely available on Etsy. I don't typically go for dainty pieces. I'm more of like a look at me type of person when it comes to jewelry, but I love the way that this is so unexpected. It's very small, the band is so thin, but then you get all of this color, and I just can't take my eyes off of it when I look at it. For so long I had to wear all black because I was a makeup artist for 10 years, and I just wasn't allowed to wear color. So every time I wear color, it's almost like a little treat, even though that was years ago. It makes no sense, but that's the feeling I get. And when I wear this ring, I feel so happy seeing all of the different colored stones. We have a ruby, a blue topaz, emerald, pink sapphire, yellow citron, and diamond pave stones in this ring. It is set in 14 karat gold, so it's going to last forever. It's a bold statement, but I am going to say that this is actually my favorite ring aside from my actual wedding band and engagement ring. So you saw a little bit of styling, but now I'm going to show you close-ups of how I stack my rings together. So that is my gemstone ring collection. If you made it this far into the video and like what you saw, please do consider subscribing. I would love to reach 1,000 subscribers so that I can turn this into a side gig and actually make more time and more content for you all. That's it for me for today. Thanks so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.